We are seeing the rise of the so-called Tinder generation, where casual hookups are just a swipe right away. It seems that no-string sex and one-night stands have become the norm, but that doesn't mean that everyone is on board.
In college, Ashley Key thought it was okay to be physically intimate with a guy she was dating, but deep down, she knew her actions weren't lining up with her faith. After breaking up with her boyfriend, Ashley decided to be in a monogamous relationship with God. Today, Ashley is still single but thriving. She's a digital media producer here at CBN and helps others with her story of unhooking herself from a hooked-up world.
Well, Ashley is no stranger to our studio. Ashley, we thank you for being here. You really are here every day.
I know. Thank you so much for having me.
So, interesting that this is all coming to pass as we await the arrival of Valentine's Day this week. What are you going to be doing for Valentine's Day?
I'm going to be enjoying where God has me, honestly. I am working hard on this campaign called Unhooked, Holy in a Hookup World, and I'm just praying that, you know, hearts are transformed as well as lives. So,
you know, you as a younger woman live in an atmosphere in our culture today where being willing to hook up without the commitment, without the relationship is kind of the norm. Mm-hmm. Have you gotten much kickback from this decision to kind of take a pass on dating for a while?
Yes, in some ways. As I've, continued to date others, sometimes it just doesn't work out when you find out that you aren't on the same page and you don't have the same convictions regarding that. But I just am persistent in where the Lord has called me, the convictions that He's given me, because I know He's got me ultimately.
So what does this look like for you? If I'm a guy and I meet you somewhere and I'm attracted to you and I say, do you want to have dinner one night or something? What do you do?
I mean, right now in my life, sure. If I don't have any hesitations, if I feel it's
so
right.
So you're not dating?
Yes, yeah. So right now I'm open. However, I did take a year off of dating.
And what did that do for your perspective? Because a year is a long time. I mean, yeah. I'm sure the Lord did some things in your heart and mind during that year.
Mm-hmm. It honestly just created, before I went on the whole 1 year of no dating, I was just constantly seeking. I was constantly kind of forcing relationships to work because I just wanted it so bad. I wanted my husband, my mom and my sister found their spouses early in life. So I just assumed that it would happen to me. And when it didn't, it was kind of a hard pill to swallow. And so I just really felt the Lord convict me and just kind of called me to just stop, just take a year, just press the pause button, really focus on me, really be content with me first and foremost. Seek me first in all that you do, and then I'll give you the desires of your heart.
So practically speaking, how did things change for you during that year? What did you do that put you in a place of actually putting God first and making Him a priority?
Honestly, it took the pressure off. It just took the pressure that I was putting on myself, I just felt so much more at peace where God has me, where He had me during that year. Practically, it was just saying no to things. If people had reached out to me, it was just kind of, I put boundaries in place where I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to flirt. I'm not going to date. I'm not going to go on, if someone messaged me, I'm not going to respond. Yeah. So those are practical things that I did, but it really just got me to a place of contentment and just peace. And it was an opportunity for me to surrender that area of my life because it was an area of my life that I was just kind of not doing things in a healthy way. Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, Christian or not Christian, say that the reason they date so consistently is because they want to know, they want to kind of test the water, if you will, to find out, like, what should my future spouse look like? How do I know him or her when I see them? How do you respond to that?
Dating is healthy. Dating is great. I have nothing against dating. However, with my story, it was an unhealthy cycle I had put myself in where I was trying to force things and not really trusting the Lord fully. So I just encourage people to maybe do that, with the Unhooked campaign where we have a 40-day devotional where we're asking people to take a break, push the pause button, to really refocus and heal. And because during that year, you know, I had to process things, and I healed, and it just put me in a place now where I'm much more open and willing to open my heart up.
It's been kind of a cliche, I'm told. Of course, I haven't been dating for a long time, but for someone to say that they're only seeing Jesus this season.
Yeah. I mean, really, I mean,
imagine that had shut down a few invitations.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. I mean, yeah, it was kind of like that, but it's deeper than that too. Mm-hmm.
So what do you, in this campaign, tell me about the campaign. You mentioned a little bit of what it involves. What are you wanting to people to consider as they contemplate participating in this, and what do you want them to come out with on the other end?
What I want them to consider is their heart. You know, I think a lot of times we are just like I said, seeking and not really putting full thought into it. You know, that's what I was doing. I was very passive. And doing the full 1 year no dating, and I think what people will walk away from the 40-day intimacy fast is just making better choices, wiser choices with the Lord, really feeling the convictions that He's laid on our hearts, and walking in that.
And you're not, when you talk about an intimacy fast, you're not talking about sex necessarily, where a lot of people hear that word and that's what it means to them. You're talking about guarding your heart.
Yes.
Really.
Definitely.
Your heart and mind. As a social media producer here, you're spearheading this campaign. What are the challenges of that, and what do you need?
The challenges of spearheading this on social? Well, I mean, I'm sure this is an uncomfortable topic, you know, singleness and sex and dating, especially for the church. But this is just an opportunity for us to get honest and to get real, because we need to be real in order to heal. And I'm just really encouraging people to unhook themselves from the world. That's where I was. I was constantly believing the lies from the world. And then thankfully God is so faithful, and He just called me back to His word. So unhooking myself from the world, hooking myself to the word. And that's what I really hope and pray that people take away from this campaign.
Well, it's a wonderful concept for anyone in general in life, you know, for maybe you're not someone who dates at this point in your life, but just to unhook yourself from the world and get into the Word is a great thing. Well, if you'd like more information about the Unhooked campaign, go to cbn.com/unhooked, and there you can get your 40-day devotional. It's free. And in it, you're going to find answers to sex and dating. Plus, we have exclusive content from our relationship experts. So be sure to visit cbn.com/unhooked, or you can call our toll-free number to find out more. It's 1-800-700-7000. And one more thing, Ashley is featured in a 1-hour special that's airing on our CBN News channel this Valentine's Day. So that's what she's going to be doing on Valentine's Day. And for more information on that, again, go to cbnnewschannel.com. Sounds like a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for people to really get real.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Thanks, Terry.